Welcome to Chat and Dish. I'm Casey Quadetti, and today I'm going to share with you one of my children's favorite treats. It's an oatmeal brownie cake. Easiest thing in the world to make, and it also happens to be gluten-free. Step one is to melt 8 ounces of butter and 6 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate together. You can do it over a double boiler or in a microwave, but the most important thing to remember is don't get any water into your mixture of butter and chocolate. Otherwise, it'll seize up and become hard as a rock. Our butter and chocolate is melted together. Now simply pour it into your mixing bowl. Add 5 eggs, one at a time, mixing well in between each egg. I always break my eggs into a bowl just to make sure that you don't have a bad egg and ruin your entire batter by putting in a bad egg. Add 1 cup of almond meal and 1/2 teaspoon each of baking soda and baking powder. Mix these together. Add 8 ounces of powdered sugar. Make sure your mixer is off, and when you restart your mixer, go from really slow, because otherwise, if you start it really high right away, your powdered sugar is going to fly all over the place. Scrape down the sides of your mixing bowl. Make sure your batter is all down inside. Then I want you to add 1.5 cups of uncooked oatmeal. There we go. And 1/2 cup chopped nuts. Today I'm using pecans. That's my family's favorite, but if you like walnuts better or some other nut, go ahead and use those. Now back on to low and mix for 2 to 3 minutes. I've coated my bundt pan with nonstick spray. Now all you have to do is pour your batter in slowly so that it goes all the way around the circle, and then you're going to bake in a 350-degree oven for 35 to 40 minutes. Now this brownie cake is supposed to be rather soft on the inside, so we don't want to overbake it. Oh, here we go. Now, the most important part. Fantastic. Our oatmeal brownie cake has baked for 37 minutes. What I want to show you is that when you pull your toothpick out, there is actually a little bit of cake on it, so you don't test it the way you would test a normal chocolate cake. You can see it's just pulled away from the sides a little bit. It's got a nice spring to it. Absolutely fabulous. Now the hardest part is having to wait about 15-20 minutes before you can unmold it and actually cut it and eat it. Sorry about that. Ooh, let's get this wonderful oatmeal brownie cake out of the bundt pan and prep ourselves a little piece to eat. Look at that. This oatmeal brownie cake is a fantastic lunchbox treat or an after-school snack. Remember, it's actually good for you. It's got a lot of oatmeal in it. It happens to be an over-the-top, absolutely fabulous family dessert when you top it with a little ice cream and chocolate sauce. This oatmeal brownie cake is dense and crunchy and absolutely spectacular. You know, it's one of those recipes that after you make it a couple of times, you don't even need to look at the recipe anymore. It's so easy to remember. So here's to making my kids jealous because they're off at university and I get to eat the whole thing. Okay, with the weather getting colder, I'm thinking soups. So our first shout out today goes to Isabel at home for chicken saffron rice soup that she serves with country bread. She's got on offer both the recipes. They're absolutely fabulous. I don't want you to miss out. Go see Isabel at home and check out her chicken saffron rice soup and country bread. I must have a real sweet tooth these days because next I'm sending you over to the Slow Roasted Italian for, and I want to say this right, banana rum cake with Captain Morgan's spiced rum cream cheese frosting. Oh, absolutely phenomenal. It takes slightly longer to say the name of the recipe than it does to eat a small piece of this super delicious cake. So get your sweet treat on over at the Slow Roasted Italian. As always, thank you for visiting. Until next time, I'm going to miss you. You really do have to try this. It's incredible.